How's it going, everybody? Wayne here. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different in how I do things. I got a lot that I won off eBay, and when I won it, the games appeared to be in mint condition. The entire lot looked excellent, and from what I gathered, what it would have cost me to buy these games individually would have been in the $500 to $600 range, and I won these games for $370 shipped. And I've already pulled off the duplicates off my shelves to compare them as I pull them out. I'm really excited about this lot. I haven't gone through these games yet, but let's check them out. Alright, in the first game in the box is Star Wars Rogue Squadron, which we already have. And this box looks excellent. Has all the contents inside. You got the game in plastic. It's looking pretty good. Here's my copy right here. Let's compare them. Yeah, you can see my copy. It's got crease up here. There's wear along the box right here. So this is going to be a box upgrade for sure. Mine only had the manual, but the game I have is in mint condition. So yeah, first one up is a box and content upgrade. Alright, next in the box is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This one does have a little crease going along the back here. Check out the contents. Jeez, you got the manual, insert, and some more inserts. Here's my copy. My copy is still in the plastic, but the box is really creased bad up here on top. However, the new one did have this crease on the back here, and overall, I think I'm going to keep my original box. But the contents, my game looks good. Actually better than that one as well. And the inserts, I've only got these, so I will have the additional inserts to put into my original copy. I am going to try to pick out the ones that I already have first and then move on to the new ones. And The Legend of Zelda also came with this guide here. Next up is a manual and game that didn't come with a box, and I already have it complete in box, so I'll just see if these are better than the other ones, and that is Banjo Kazooie. My box for Banjo Kazooie is in excellent condition. The game cartridge that came with the lot is actually in better condition than mine is, so I'll be keeping the new game. And my original manual was better, so I'll be keeping my manual too. Alright, the next one we got up in the lot is another Star Wars game, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This box looks amazing. And so does my original box. And everything was better on my original copy, so I'm keeping everything with the original copy. Next up in the box is Donkey Kong 64. This box is absolutely amazing. Here's my original copy, which I remember this one was also in excellent condition when I got it. Both of these games were equally in excellent condition, so I'll just be keeping my original copy. Next up is a basketball game that I already had, and that's NBA Showtime NBA on NBC. And here's my copy, and I already see I got a ripped front cover here. And this box that I just got is excellent, so I'll be upgrading the box. Yeah, I got creases on mine on both sides, tearing the front label. My original copy only had a manual. This has the registration card, poster, manual, and all the other inserts. So this one had the extra inserts and the game looks better. I'm just going to keep the whole new copy and sell the old one. And the last duplicate in that box was Ridge Racer 64. And these games look just as good as they did in the pictures when I bought the lot. So I'm really excited about that. And the new box is in slightly better condition, so I'll be keeping the new box. My old copy had a better condition manual, so I'll be keeping the old manual and swapping those out. And got the new box with the old manual and the new game. Alright, so now for the games that aren't duplicates. And when I bought this lot, I was so shocked because it had a few games, not just one, of the uncommon ones that I have left. I only have a few uncommon ones to get in the $100 range, and this lot contained multiple of those games. So the first one up isn't one of those games. The first one up is All-Star Baseball 2001. All-Star Baseball 2001 was developed by High Voltage Software and published by Acclaim. It swung onto store shelves in 2000. Here's the baseball game I've been looking for on the N64. We've covered many baseball games already, and I mentioned I wish I could take parts of certain baseball games and make one good game. All-Star Baseball 2001 is that game. This game has great graphics and fun gameplay. The batting is easy to learn and pick up. There aren't any hard to use boxes to line up to hit the ball. You just need to time it right. The pitching is set up to where you use the C buttons to decide how you want to throw the ball, and you use A to pitch. Finally, the outfielder experience is easy and fun as well. The only real downfall in the game is the sound. It lacks music for the most part, but when it does play, it's just the same tunes repeating over and over. If you're looking for a fun baseball game on the N64, I'd recommend All-Star Baseball 2001. It's fun, easy to play, and it's perfect even for beginners. All-Star Baseball 2001 is game number 209 for the N64 library. The next one up in the box is one of those uncommon games, and I just got the gray cartridge variant for this, and that game is Aidyn Chronicles: The First Mage. Aidyn Chronicles was developed by H2O and published by THQ, releasing for the N64 in 2001. Aidyn Chronicles is an RPG. RPG means two things for this game: role-playing game and real piece of garbage. There is no entertainment to be found here. The graphics are horrible. As mentioned, this game released in 2001. It has worse graphics than games that launch with the console. There is hardly any sound. There are faint sound effects with no music. When characters are talking, it's like watching your TV on mute. The enemies are boring as well as the fighting mechanics. The story is pretty much boring as well. You start off looking for some guy named Kendall, and in your hunt, you're poisoned by goblins. A healer saves you, and you continue your quest. I found myself falling asleep reading most of the story. I don't recommend Aidyn Chronicles if you're looking for a fun RPG. And Aidyn Chronicles: The First Mage is game number 210 for the N64 library. And the next one we have in the box is Revolt. Revolt was developed and published by Acclaim, releasing for the N64 in 1999. Revolt is an RC racing simulator for the N64. The controls ruined this game. I had high hopes for the game when putting it in. The graphics looked good, the music was good, and it offered a ton of options and ways to play the game. You can race, go on a stunt course, and there's even a track editor. You can choose from a variety of RC cars. Each of the cars handle differently, but they all ultimately suck. The controls are far too oversensitive. Going around turns slows cars down immensely. I had higher hopes for the stunt arena, but that was disappointing as well. The goal is to collect 20 stars in the stunt arena, but the controls are so bad and the cars are so slow, most of them are a nightmare to get. Finally, the track editor is difficult to learn. Although once you do learn it, it's the most fun you'll have in the game. It's sad to say I don't recommend Revolt if you're looking for a fun racing game. And Revolt is game number 211 for the N64 Complete in Box Quest. The next one in the box is another uncommon game, and that game is Snowboard Kids. And this is an excellent copy of that game. Snowboard Kids was developed by Rackham and published by Atlas, releasing for the N64 in 1998. Snowboard Kids is a snowboard racing game for the N64. We've already covered Snowboard Kids 2 early on in the N64 Quest. Just like the second game, the best way to describe this game is Mario Kart on snow, and it's super fun. There are many ways to play the game. You can race down mountains picking up weapons and taking out enemies. You can do a speed race where you pick up as many boosts as possible and see how fast you can finish a lap. You can also do a shoot mode where you take out as many snowmen as possible, and a trick challenge. The graphics aren't great, but they are okay with lots of colors. The courses are all unique and fun. Another thing this game did right is the music. It has upbeat, catchy tunes, but the other sounds in the game are a little muffled. The controls handle well, but they're a bit different than other snowboarding games. For instance, you'll pull down on the stick to take sharper turns. The characters all handle differently as well. Some are faster but don't take turns as well. Others are slow but they can handle a turn with ease. Overall, the Snowboard Kid games are fun, and I'd recommend the series if you're into snowboarding games. Snowboard Kids is game number 212 for the collection. Next up in the lot is a game I wanted to do a sequel to the first game called Loose Change Tooie, but that game came in this lot, and that game is Banjo Tooie. Banjo Tooie was developed by Rare and published by Nintendo, releasing for the N64 in 2000. Banjo Tooie is a platforming game that's a sequel to Banjo Kazooie that we've already covered. Banjo Tooie took everything Banjo Kazooie did and made it better. Starting off the game, you'll have all your moves right away, rather than having to relearn them. It's really impressive how many moves the bear and bird have, from running, to backflips, to crapping out eggs. Both Banjo games are full of puzzles and challenges that even adults will have fun playing. Like the first game, your mission is to collect jigsaw pieces to advance in the game. The visuals in the game are detailed, the music is cinematic, and the gameplay is excellent. I highly recommend Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie if you're a platforming puzzle game fan. Banjo Tooie is game number 213 for the collection. The last game in the box is another uncommon game that would have cost me over $100, especially in this condition, and that game is Ogre Battle, Person of Lordy Caliber. Ogre Battle was developed by Quest Corporation and published by Atlas. It released for the N64 in 2000. Ogre Battle is a real-time tactical role-playing game. You take command of your troops and you try to take over enemy strongholds. The game seems simple, but there's a lot of strategy involved. You can change your troops to a variety of configurations. When it comes to battling, you really don't do anything. All the strategy comes from your movements and how you set up your troops. The game can be difficult to understand at first, but once you get the concept, you'll be taking over strongholds in no time. The graphics are simple but good. The music is good as well, but they could have added more sound effects when battling. Overall, I'm not an RPG fan, but this game is pretty interesting. I'd recommend it if you're an RPG fan. And Ogre Battle, Person of Lordy Caliber is game number 214 for the collection. This lot of 13 games cost me $370 shipped, and it would have cost a lot more if it wasn't in an eBay auction, which I sniped, by the way. And at $370 shipped, that brings our total up to $10,322 for the N64 Complete in Box library. Let's get these games on the shelf. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe. I'll be completing the entire N64 library, complete in box, right here on the show. And also make sure to leave a thumbs up for the mintiest lot yet. And until next time, I'm Wayne, and thanks for watching.